Good morning, FlossTube. It's Chrissy and
Linda.
And we are back together again, this time at Linda's house in her office/craft room. So we get to look at all the nice Stitchy winter pictures because you have all your winter up right now, correct?
I do.
We haven't changed over to...
No.
Even though today we're going to get a high of what?
Oh, yeah,
86.
And we're both in shorts.
Yes, shorts, you know. But tomorrow Randy said it was going to drop.
It's going to get cool again. And that's North Florida.
And then rain.
Yeah.
And a cold front.
Yeah.
So I'm anxious for the cold front.
Yeah, we get, at this time of the year, we can get freezes up to like the first part of April.
Oh, yeah.
So you just never know. So I still have my winter shirt on.
I love that. So we're here with you today to record FlossTube, obviously, go through all the things we have. She's been to a retreat. I've done some fun things. So why don't you go ahead and get started?
Well, I guess last weekend about this time I was in Myrtle Beach.
Mm-hmm.
Diane and I left on a Thursday morning. It's about an 8-hour drive. And drove up to Myrtle Beach to the Barefoot Needle Arts retreat. This would have been my third. I've been to all their February retreats. I don't manage to get to October, but they're February retreats. And it's so much fun. Amy and Memory are just the best.
Yeah.
And they've expanded their shop. They did actually last year. And Amy's got wonderful fabric. She's dyeing now.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I joined their what I like about it is their fabric of the quarter.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not of the month. So I joined that. I'll show some goodies later.
So you won't be going to the October one that they just...
Yeah, I kind of, because Diane and I are like 2 weeks before in Alabama and Gary and Ronnie. So we thought maybe the drive, it's an 8-hour drive. So it's a bit of a drive. So that close together, we decided not to.
Awesome.
So it'll be fun, it was fun, and I walked in, we went to the shop directly.
Mm-hmm.
They were open till 7, and they had a group that went next door to the Mexican restaurant. We opted out of that. It had been a long drive.
Yeah.
So, but I saw Kathy from Two Needles Pulling Thread. She was in there pulling fibers.
Awesome.
And a couple of other friends that I knew, Karen, who I've known forever and ever.
Mm-hmm.
She actually, I think you may have seen, I don't know if you did or not, she won a bunch of first places in the Florida Fair for her pieces.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. She was there, Terry, and some others, but we stayed for a little while. Diane did some damage there.
I'm sure
I did a little.
Living her best life.
Yeah. And then the next day it started. So it started on Friday morning, and it was great. We went, of course, you line up. And typically I normally wait in the lobby because I just can't do the line.
Mm-hmm.
But I went in and sat down and ended up sitting next to Kara, who is Pink Daisy Stitcher. Okay. And she introduced herself. So we've communicated. And she talked to me about some things Peter had done for her that she was just thrilled. But it was a great day. I guess we stitched all day, went out for a great barbecue on Thursday night, or Friday night, I guess it was. Saturday stitched all day, got to chat with a bunch of people that I've known from before. Michelle McGraw was there.
I was going to say, made by Michelle McGraw. Michelle was there.
And Stacy, 911 Stitcher.
Yeah.
And then
mischievous.
Yes, mischievous. Yeah, Lori.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And then also I got to meet Beth, which she was there last year. She's the Red Cross Stitcher. Okay. She's a fairly new floss tuber, but she's great.
Yeah.
So went over and chatted with them for a while. The Appalachian Stitcher, Renee, was there. And also Steadfast Stitcher, which I had met her, I think, before at Brick City. She and another girl had come.
Yeah.
But so many people. We had a great table. Our table, Kara ended up sitting with us.
Okay.
Jean Schostel, who is from Tampa, and we kind of do retreats together a lot. Her friend Becky from Virginia. And Diane and myself, and then a new girl who had never been to a retreat. It was her first retreat before. And her name was Susan, and she was really sweet. We really enjoyed having her. So overall, great. I did want to show what Diane and I had done. I hope it shows up. For table gifts.
Yeah. These are the gifts for the table mate? Okay.
We did table gifts, and what the top thing is, it's a little Altoid tin that I stitched the piece. We got the Barefoot Needle Arts needle minder to put on the top, and then the bottom is where you open it up. And Diane had done some beachy fabric. Mm-hmm. We put scissors in it. And one of the little new things that you use to fix your, when you've got extra pieces on your fabric. And one of my favorite things, which is the snag nabbit. So we put one of those in there. So those are
table really gifts. Cute.
Yeah.
Really, really cute memory
they turned
piece.
out good. Yeah. And so that was it. We stayed until actually Sunday because it lasted to Sunday. Closed up, I think, about 3 or 4 o'clock, and we drove home the next day. So it was a lot of fun. Yeah. The other thing was, I was going to mention, Amy and Memory are getting ready to move it for October. It's going to a bigger location.
Okay.
Right now, the last 2 years, they've been able to get about 80. And this one, I think she said, will hold close to 100. And it's going to be on the beach.
And if I'm not mistaken,
they signed up yesterday for the October retreat. And I think it's full.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure I caught someone saying, am I too late? And she's like, we have a little playroom, but it sounded like it was already full, which is so great for them.
Yeah, what's really so fun is that many, many years ago, back in the 90s, we used to have a group called Cross Stitch Pals. Mm-hmm. This was before Facebook and all the other things, but it was a message board. And Amy, who owns Down Sunshine Lane, actually started the group. And so it's going to be at that same location that we went to back in the 90s. So it'll be fun. I'm hoping to get in next February. We'll see how that goes.
That sounds good.
And then yesterday we had a open house, not open house, I guess, yard sale.
Yes, yard sale, Brick City Cross Stitch.
Oh my gosh, I went over for a while. It was packed.
I saw the picture.
Yeah,
it looked really good.
And Melissa was there with Katie Brown, and they had a little booth out front. So I brought them lunch because I knew they wouldn't be able to get away. Yeah. So I brought them some chicken salad chicks, our favorite.
And what a beautiful day to be sitting outside.
It was great.
Right. I need to try that next year. Mm-hmm. It just seems to always fall right around market last year, and I didn't go. But it looks really fun.
It was fun. And I got to meet Eileen. She brought in the old Florida sampler.
Yes, that was a great picture. So we'll insert that.
Oh, good.
We'll insert that here, either beginning or end. I'll make sure he does that because I did take a screenshot of that.
She messaged me a couple times and wanted to know if I was going to be there on Wednesday because she wanted to bring it by. Yeah. And I didn't realize she'd be there yesterday, and actually Peter was there too, so it was kind of cool.
Yeah, it worked out really good.
But she stitched on 25 count, a really pale yellow, 1/1, so it's smaller. It's just, and she put beads where the orange blossoms were, and what do they call those, stamens? Or
the little stamens that come out.
She put beads there.
I thought that would be beautiful.
It was really, really cool.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I loved that picture. So it's going to go on my, I'm going to put it on my website.
Oh, cool.
Under like fun finishes and stuff. So
it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So that's kind of been it for me. You've been busy.
I've been busy, but it doesn't seem like it's stuff to share too much. But I will say, while we were talking about all the floss tubers you were mentioning, we have a couple of new floss tubers that did their first one. So let me make sure I get it right for everybody.
I saw that, but I haven't had a chance to watch her yet.
I'm going to watch too. It's Hobbies of Holly. Holly Neal.
Okay.
And I'll have him put the link on there for you, but I love her work. I love her stitching, and she's just the sweetest ever. So her name is Holly Neal, but her Instagram account is Hobbies of Holly.
Is it Y or I-E? Y?
I-E-S.
Okay.
Of H-O-L-L-Y.
Okay, got it right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Anyways, that's one to go check out.
Yeah.
I just thought it was, if we can always share newbies in their first one. Anybody else that put?
Well, not new, but I did want to say, I did watch a little bit of FlossTube. That's my thing at night when I'm stitching late at night. But I did catch a couple, and Tara, Sully Stitches,
she had
did a with thy needle. Her with thy needle stuff she had done.
Oh dear.
Stuff she had finished finally, like finished. Stuff she has finished but not framed or done. And then one she wants to do. Oh my gosh.
I saw a few posts where people were sharing, the inspiration from Tara, and I now have this pile of things they want to stitch.
And I have a lot of with thy needle, and I've stitched a lot of with thy needle, but she showed a couple pieces that I didn't have. So yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Well, before we leave the whole beach retreat,
Oh, yeah, we gotta
do we
talk
want
about
to share
yeah.
your little haul and goodies
Yes.
and gifts? And
yes,
I was like the lucky
had,
recipient of extras too.
Right. Jennifer Lee, who's the 5th daughter on
I can open mine.
Instagram. You want to open yours?
I can.
And it's really cute. It's like there's a little ball on the top, and it has a felt type of thing where you can use it as a pin cushion. And she brought one over for me and for Chrissy.
I love this. It's like this, almost like a colonial candle holder.
And you can put your orts and stuff under there if you wanted to.
How fun
It's
is
cute.
that?
Yeah.
I'm all about the primitive colonial stuff, so that's so cute.
Yeah, and she is 5th daughter on Instagram. Her name's Jennifer Lee.
What a great gift. I love that.
And I think there's also some pins and stuff, I think, that she gave us. I think you've got yours out. Yes, some really cute.
Oops.
And I've got one. Mine are blue. I picked out yours, the color.
I love them. I'm always looking for more of these. I'm not very good at ordering them for myself. I tend to end up with other things, and I should focus more on some of these now and a few less patterns. But either way, those are so beautiful, and thank you so much for including me in the gifties.
And then Megan, who is, and I can never get her Instagram name correct, so I'm going to look here.
Look how pretty.
It's MYM. Oh, that looks cute on there. Oh, yeah.
Cute.
That's cute. That's a great thing.
Right? I love that.
Fits right on the side next to my Stitchy
Super
chair.
sweet.
So Megan, who is MYM Westies on Instagram, she came last year, and I met her last year. She didn't come to the retreat. She has some health issues with her mom that she's pretty much her caregiver. Yeah. But she did come over one day.
I was going to say, did she the same one that came over?
Yes.
Okay, I thought so. Yep, she was just determined, and that was so sweet.
It was sweet.
Yeah.
But she came over, and she brought her Light of Winter framed, and I did post that on Instagram. It was beautiful. Wow. Beautiful. And then she also brought gifts for Peter, myself, and Chrissy.
So sweet.
And it was so sweet. And we each got a project bag.
Totally personal to our likes,
totally
too. Like,
personal.
Not just, I mean, this is just, I loved, oh, look at that.
I know. You hadn't seen it.
Look how perfect.
So, of course, she knows I love winter.
And I'm all about
Abraham Lincoln. And she got Abraham Lincoln.
And look at the back.
Yeah.
The We the People fabric.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
I cannot
sweet. She's just so sweet.
No, that was amazing. And you know what I want to say? That's funny. Did we not look at this fabric for this snowman and decide you needed a project bag with that?
I know.
Where did we see that?
I don't know, but it's just perfect. And
we
then,
saw that.
And then she's got the cutest little zipper pulls on here too.
Yes. Like charmed up and everything, and the date.
Yep. And Megan, I just want you to know that I took Peter's over to him yesterday, so I'm sure you'll hear from him. But he opened it while I was there, and it's really pretty. It looked just like what he would like.
I just love that.
Yeah. So that was just really sweet. Stitchers are just the
How
nicest
did I get
people.
this one?
Oh, that's something I gave you, so we'll talk about that
I
later.
love that.
Oh, good.
Just making sure, like I didn't have the wrong thing.
It was actually given to me.
I love that.
It was given to me, and of course, I'm not as much of a Blackbird person, and I knew you were. And actually, Peter was standing there, and of course, he'd already stitched it. So, yeah. Anyway.
Of course he did.
So those were some of our goodies. I've got other stuff in a haul. I did want to give you something. This didn't come from Barefoot Needle Arts. These actually came from my daughter.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Amazon next.
No, well,
I mean,
actually,
it could
probably.
Okay.
But when I got home from Barefoot Needle Arts, I had these in the mail, and I didn't know who they came from.
Dude.
There's two of them, so we both have.
Her daughter, Kim, rocks. So you got to turn it this way, I think. Yeah. Yeah. So this means if you see my feet, I am cross-stitching.
And it's got your red and black in it.
That's so great.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Thank you.
So anyway, those were waiting for me when I got home, and I couldn't figure out. I'm thinking, did I order those?
Right.
I don't remember ordering those.
Right.
Okay.
I think we got through your retreat.
Yep, we got through the retreat.
And
we got through the yards.
My only things I've been doing is really, obviously, Nashville. I had to get through all the little hoops, which is just fully finishing, obviously, and getting everything. Well, they were done. But either way, you just have to wait, and it's everything all of a sudden becomes like this checkbox of,
did I do this?
Full reveals first. You know, you get the email and you do the email to the shops, and they go first, and then it's okay, I can finally share everything with friends, and then that goes out. And I have to admit, by the time I got done with that, I didn't post for the first time probably in 8 years for a week. I put those out and I didn't post because it's a lot of work, kind of toggling back and forth to get all of that detail in there. So anyways, and then that led to, then you've got to do your video. So that had a calamity of events because I originally had told Linda I was going to record my market releases and put it on our YouTube and have a gap. And there really was no gap because it went up yesterday. Because the first time I tried to do it, I put Philip to sleep. I was going to do it at night. I fell asleep. My hair was like that. It was crazy. And then the lighting was bad. The dogs barked. They still barked on the video. I don't know what is going on if there's a full moon, but anyways. So it just, I'm glad it's done, but that got done yesterday. So not a lot of anything fun-filled except I did go up to, and you saw pictures if you were on my Instagram of, I shared a quilt a long time ago. I'll insert a picture so you can see it. It was a friend of mine that I met 8 years ago through Instagram. And it still baffles my mind that you can become as close as we are states away.
Right.
Anyways, she loved red work, and I liked red work. And that's when I was selling kitchen tea towels in red work on Instagram and sharing my red work. And then, so we kind of just hooked up then as far as friends go. And then we got the farm, and she's always followed. We had a lot of things in common that are just unique as the friendship unfolded. So anyways, she did design, she's a quilt designer, and her company name is Farmhouse Cottons, and she's of the more primitive nature. And I never thought I was going to get to meet her. She asked permission to design a quilt, wool applique, and there's red work in it. It's got all these different textiles to design it around our farm. I said, of course.
Oh, sure.
So anyways, if you recall this story, the quilt traveled to Paris, was photographed in a magazine, and then when it was all done, it came to me, and it hangs in our foyer, and I love it. Well, all of a sudden, I got a message that said, hey, Chrissy, any chance you're close to Ocala? I'm like, yeah, I am. But it was like coming up really quickly. She's like, okay, I can either stop and meet you on my way, or if you can, I would love for you to come and share our story. I didn't care what she was there for, who she was showing it to. I had no clue. I'm like, I'll be there. And I think it was a Thursday night.
Yeah.
I think it was, yeah.
Yeah.
So anyways, I didn't really want to make that drive at night by myself. And I thought it would be fun to grab my dad's girlfriend, Julie. And I'm like, hey, I know she'd done a little quilting in the past. She does hand quilting. I'm like, what do you think about an adventure? And she's like, okay, well, what are they, what is it? I'm like, I don't know. I know nothing. I only know to show up around 7:00 in Ocala at a church. So anyways, it turned out to be really fun. And it was a quilting guild in Ocala. And they would do like 4 retreats a year, international, and they bring in speakers. Oh. And designers. And so she was there as that and had a little trunk show, which meant cha-ching. And now I'm going to quilt.
Oh.
I don't know. But it was really fun. And it was so awesome to meet somebody that you've known for that long. And I did do a little shopping. So we're going to do a little quilting portion here.
It's so funny because I have to say Thursday night when we were at the hotel and I was looking on Instagram and I see you in front of, I'm thinking, where is she? What is she doing?
And we got there like, I'm like, now this is when I know my age. okay, we're going to travel in the light.
Yeah.
And then we'll get there early. And then if we want, we'll find the church first. And then we'll go to dinner. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, and before it would have been like, yeah, let's just get up there, get something to eat. We'll find it. I'm like, I don't want to find it in the dark, you know? So we go there, and then I walk in, and there's Julie. And then, you know, so we did our hugs and stuff. And then the lady that I believe is head of the guild, we asked where we could go to eat. And we were in the more industrial side of Ocala. So there's 3 exits. Mm-hmm. And it was the last exit, and it was definitely not your Brick City exit.
No.
So she's like, there is nothing close, but there is one amazing Italian restaurant. And boy, it was so good. But it was a great night. They had show and tell. They had it was kind of funny because I'm like, is there going to be a freebie table? And there was a freebie table. They do it just like we do. So then they had, so it's interesting. They have a little mic. Uh-huh. And then they have their quilts folded up and then show and tell, and they line up. And then the mic is passed to the person that gets up. Somebody else holds it for them. It was really kind of interesting. Cool. So I'm not going to know all the gadgets or the names, but when I do quilting, it's typically small table runners, things like that. And Tina usually helps. I just haven't been into it that long, but this thing was interesting to me. So it's cutting mat, but here's the deal. If you have a bunch of corners all going together and the seams are all hitting and you need to press it, you can't, because when you have these points all coming together, it bumps up. Oh. So this has this little hole in it, and that's where you put all your little, where they come to the point. And then it lays flat, and you get a flat press. So $5, I'm like, I don't care if I'm a quilter or not yet. I need it. Yeah. We needed it. So that was that. And then these are just a couple of her patterns. This is one of my favorites. This is called Winifred's Ride. And it's like a table runner, wall hanging, but it's a sweet little witch riding a sunflower. Yeah. Now, here's the fun news. She said, hey, I've done a couple of cross-stitch designs. They're on her Etsy shop that she has. She goes, but it's not my thing. Mm-hmm. She goes, if you want to, you could release her. Oh. So I'm like, yes, please. Yes. So I'm excited to get working on Miss Winifred, another witch's name. And then this was an actual quilt piece, a quilt, like a wall hanging, that Julie and I wanted to pick something that we thought we could do together, that we could possibly have Dad do the cutting. He didn't know that at the time, but he's going to cut 2 of these.
He's going to find out.
We got to find out. And then there's like wool applique up at the top of those hearts, like a heart garden. Mm-hmm. So her favorite color is red. My favorite color is red. So I'm like, they're both going to look different. So I grabbed that pattern. And then she had just some cute squares of wool, which I have wool. Okay, I have wool.
Oh, yeah.
But I have my stash. I have some of Mom's stash. But she had like those. And I thought that would be just cute and fun. Because sometimes I like to back our cross-stitch finishes in just a square piece of wool, and mine are more like a quarter yard. Mm-hmm. So this I just thought was perfect for finishing, and they're black. So that was that. And then, seriously, look at this. So this is, she sold some kits. It's a tomato, it's like a scissor mat. Yeah. It's not big. I know it's not giving you a great picture, but it's this adorable scissor mat, and I saw the finish and I'm like, oh my gosh. So it's just the vintage pin cushions, but it came, I was able to get it as a kit.
Oh, it's got, yeah.
And I got everything. How cute is that? And it's got like this little mini pin cushion mat thing. Anyways, so, you know, I'll go to my dad and then we'll get to, and then it's really just, it doesn't seem too, I'm going to say it doesn't seem too difficult. And then we'll talk about it later. Yeah. But I thought how fun for on our Stitchy table to have, it was probably only about that big. It wasn't terrible. And then the other one I got was this one, which is patriotic. And again, I was looking for more simple. So I liked that.
It's cute.
Yeah, just a table topper. Yeah. But again, if I don't have to think about
everything,
the fabric,
that's a great thing.
Just in it. So nice. So it was called, I think it's called what? Mini Stars and Mini Stars. So it's all in there. Nice primitive fabric. The pattern's inside her little bag, and I'm good to go. So it's fun to have a little bit of something different. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'll put it in there. I was at the Country Road Quilters Guild.
I heard them. Okay.
Yeah. So I'll make sure that they get their little thing. But that was my haul. Other than that, I have only purchased bags and paper and cardstock.
And a lot of it.
Yes. So that was it. But it was so much fun to do stuff like that. And sometimes doing something on a whim, we need to do that more.
Oh, yeah. We
need to do that more.
Well, it was
just get up and go, well, you know what I mean. Like,
it was so funny because I saw you in front of this restaurant that I'd eaten at before, and I'm thinking, that's in Ocala. Where is she doing it on a Thursday night?
I'm like, Linda's going to wonder what's up. Finishes? Fully finishes?
Sure. Fully finishes. You go first.
All right. I just got one. I did run over to Terry's, and this was if you recall, this was Homespun Elegance, the very first time I stitched one of her designs, and I did remove the Christmas tree because I want to keep it up all year.
Sure.
So she did a good job, and now I have two of these, two for my patriotic tree, which now I've moved over and I'm keeping it in the family room, and I'm enjoying that.
Oh, okay.
I'm really liking it. It used to always be in the living room, but it was in the family room for Christmas this year, and I'm like, you know what? We sit in here.
Sure, you can
This is
enjoy
where
it.
we can enjoy it.
Right.
Like, I love that you can look over and you see your work. So, anyways, that was my one finish. Fully finished.
Fully finishes. Well, you got back that from Terry. I got a few pieces back too, and this is. I love the fabric she put on the back of that. It's so cute.
Yes.
That was a Santa freebie from Shannon Christine this year. And I stitched it on 28 count. It was a piece of 28 count charcoal, it was called.
It's really,
it's kind of a
like
greenish.
a sage green, and it is so cute.
And the fabric she used on the back of that's really cute.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Definitely perfect.
And then another of my prayer schoolers from the same book. I think I've done 3 or 4
I don't
of
know
these
why
now.
I have to go pick these up and stare at them.
I'm surprised I get them back.
And they're not, I am too.
But that's from that book, Santas and Snowmen. And I stitched them all on 28 count sage. So they're all kind of the same. So I think I have 4 now of those. And I'm going to try to work on the snowmen, which I have not done yet.
You have 4 of the Santa?
Yes.
But no snowmen yet, right?
Snowmen yet.
But so next year, if
I'm
you
gonna
did
try to
more
do
of
snowmen.
these, oh, your tree's going to look, it's going to be good.
Yeah.
Really good.
And then she also finished for me, and this was something that I did for when we had Halloween for Mary. When
the hashtag
our friend
Halloween
Mary,
for Mary.
When Mary had passed away, and it's When Witches Go Riding, and it's on 32 count vintage country mocha. Mm-hmm. And what I did is I put my initials under one, and I put Mary's initials under the other. And I forgot to add that when I got to Barefoot Needle Arts, Amy came over and hugged me. And, of course, Mary had been with me every year before. And so she says, we have something for you tomorrow. And I said, okay. I didn't bring it over, but I've got it sitting up there. And it was a picture of our table last year with Mary and our group. So it was really, really sweet.
Super sweet.
That was just super sweet of them.
Yeah.
So those are my fully finishes. And finishes?
No, that would be you. I did. If I did, it was not for this.
Well, this actually got finished early this
You pushed
morning.
last. Yeah, you pushed. I saw that pop up. I'm like, I know how much grit she had to fill in there.
Oh, Lord. Yeah.
Dang,
so
is
this
that good?
is Winter Berries and Pine from With I Needle and Thread. And it was an exclusive on Brenda's site. And I managed to get it. My friend Martha actually had messaged me and she said, Linda, go check out. And so I grabbed it, and I know Diane grabbed it. And it came with 36 count mushroom. And
I love the fabric choice you picked.
I think so.
My gosh.
I didn't want 36 because I wanted it a little bit bigger. So I went through my 32 and I pulled Vintage Country Mocha, but that pink little house didn't show up at all. Then I tried a different fabric head. It didn't show up. And I found this piece it was a piece of one I had cut off of coloring cotton, and it's called Forbidden. And I think it's 32 count. And yeah, I thought maybe I would just keep going with it and use it for retreat because of all that fill in on the the snowman, but I had to finish it.
It is adorable. Now I'm sorry I didn't go snag it. I'm like, really?
It's got a lot of over one on it.
You said everything above, correct?
The little handle on the basket at the top is all over one.
Okay.
Some of the stems with the stems with the leaves are over one. And I know she normally throws some over one in there, but this was a little more than normal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just so cute.
It turned out good.
Do you want me to take this to get finished for it?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to take it off. I left it in the Q snap because it would show better than just.
Yeah, I'll gladly take that to Paris for you.
Yeah, I thought, and it also, it's a kit, so it's got some, I don't know if it'll all work because I used a bigger count.
Yeah, okay.
So we'll see. But yeah, that'll go to Terry.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
All right, keep that with that so we don't lose that.
Yep. And then, let's see, what else?
Whips.
You got whips.
I got whips. I have to admit, once we left last time with each other, I got going back on Brenda Key's, the sampler company. I went to church, and I really just did not want to put it down. And I made a big amount of progress. Right. And if it hadn't been for some market, I would have kept going. I was just so happy stitching. So the last time you saw it, I now have the willow tree is finished. The rabbits are in with the little arch over. The church is completely done and filled in. There's a new set of a boy, a girl, and maybe a dad, and all that grass filled in. So, I'm just... my goal is to get across and finish the grass there. And then I'll, I just felt like if I got across.
Sure, that's a big chunk.
Right? Then basically it's words.
Yes.
Words and border.
Right.
And I'm all about words.
Yeah.
Stitching words. I'm about words too. But I love this so much. And then I happened to see, I was really worried. I think I have like 5 or 6 of her patterns. That I have probably more patterns than that, but I have the sampler gold for because I kept buying it from Jean, and I kept making sure I had it and was ready to go. And then we weren't getting any sampler gold.
It's
and then I saw it, or color and cotton, and now I saw it's back out.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yeah, they shared it on their color and cotton did. So I'm like, will it be the same? Will it look the same? Like I was kind of worried because all of mine look.
So did they share it on what they're going to have it marked? I mean, are they going to...
It was just on their Instagram. I'll have to look it up. But either way, I mean, I love the colors.
Yeah, I love that sampler gold too. And it's been really hard for Jean to get the fabric.
Yeah. And it's funny because on the actual pattern, that church is not filled in. So that was my own doing because I picked the darker fabric.
Sure.
But
it looks good.
I love that.
Yeah, that looks good.
And it isn't really, I didn't use a pure white. I think it's a
whitewash.
It's not ecru. It might be in the bag because I grabbed it later because I just wasn't sure. But I think it's like 822 or something like that.
Yeah.
No, 3865.
Okay.
So it's just
more of a little bit of a creamy, not stark white.
Yeah, I just.
Yeah.
Anyways. Well, I love that one. So there was that whip. What do you got for your first one?
I only have one whip that I worked on. But I have to say, last night I happened to watch Megan, Georgia Girl Stitching.
Yes.
And she mentioned us, and then I looked, and she's going to start sea glass.
Oh my gosh.
And so, because I guess she saw my sea glass.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I think I started that piece back when she and I had stitched some things together. And it was so true. The cover on Seagrass does not look anything like the piece.
No.
The colors are really Megan. If you follow Megan, those are her colors.
Yeah.
So I thought, I really need to drag. I haven't yet, but I'm going to drag it.
Yeah, you didn't take it to this retreat.
I did not take it to this retreat.
And of all places, Barefoot Needle Arts.
I know. And I did take it last year.
Okay.
And it's kind of a running joke that every time I go to StitchCon, it goes with me. So, maybe.
Well.
But I want to get started back on that, and I haven't yet. But I just had to mention Megan. It was really cool. She's designing now too.
Yes.
And so she had a couple of cute designs. But I spent time on the winter sampler, and basically when I was at the retreat, I got the fox done. I guess it would be that one over there. I got the fox done, and then afterwards I started on filling in the rest of that border.
Yeah, because you hate to leave that for the end.
I want to leave that for last. So it's getting there. I did show it at the retreat, and everybody just loved it, wanted to know what I was using for the white. And we talked about the Anchor White. And it is just on Vintage Country Mocha, 32 count, but I just love the way the colors pop on that.
The house color is my favorite. Yeah. I don't know what that blue is, but it's not.
It's one of your favorites, 926.
Oh, 927. That's
927.
Okay. Yeah, I like 926, 924, 927.
And 920, I think 926 and 927 are used in the border too.
Yes.
Yeah.
927 is the lightest, and I've used that in some of mine too. But that house is just because it's not white, but it's just a little bit.
Mm-hmm. So I hope to maybe kind of get down here and then start on the other side. I'd like to at least make sure my borders meet.
Is there another moose?
It's actually a reindeer.
Oh, okay.
On the other side.
Okay.
Yeah, and then there's some flowers in the middle. Oh, I've got the chart somewhere.
I just wondered if it was the exact. You have a deer on the other side.
It's a deer on the other side. And then there's a basket of flowers in the middle, and and the squirrels up in the top underneath that white.
Yeah. That's so cute.
Yeah. So I'll try to spend some time on this. And I'm down to 5 now, not 6.
I was really thinking, for all of an hour, she had 6 whips till she finished off her snowman.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah. So that was fun.
Any other whips?
No other whips. Haul?
Well, I have this whip that I can do just a sneak peek of, and then you're not going to see it again. I am pushing for a new patriotic release, and it's kind of something that my dad and I have been talking about, and you have an idea, and I still have a lot of things on my bucket Stitchy list for designing that I would still like to design and see something come to life. And one of those is something that would celebrate soldiers and sailors, and not just be just for Veterans Day or Memorial Day, but an all-encompassing thank you to soldiers. So it's called Dear Soldier. I don't think I'll change that name. It's my thank you, kind of a way to say thank you. But so I got designing it, and my dad played a little role. We had kind of worked our way through our thoughts and ideas, and anyways, so I've had, again, it's kind of like God shed his grace for me. Once you have something that you love, it's just so hard to put it down.
Yeah.
So I went from, I went to church, and I'm like, okay, I need to start stitching this, because the goal would be, now my dad doesn't watch this anymore.
Oh, he doesn't?
Not really. They get long for him.
Especially the last one.
He always says, if I need a good nap and I can't sleep, he'll throw us on. I'm like, thanks, Dad. But I mean, anyways, it would be to honor him. So I've made it so that you can personalize it. I've made it so you can put their years of service in, and I would love to pull this off and surprise him by releasing it on his birthday, April 26th.
Oh.
But that means I have to allow for 2 weeks of framing or something like that, unless I could find an antique frame. And then I will gift it to him on his birthday, and then I'll be like, sorry, I have to have it back now
for model,
so it can travel for a little bit. So that would be my goal. And this is where I'm at so far. And so it's the bottom, and the bottom's not finished all the way yet, because there's a matching wreath on the other side at the bottom. And then I'm missing, what I did was incorporated several different uniforms from the branches of the service going back to the Revolutionary War. And then you've got a couple of armies, female and male, and then you have the Navy. She's holding an anchor. You probably can't see that. But and they wore their straw hats then. And then the one on the far right that I'm missing, which will be tonight, is a nurse from the war. So it's one of those that I'm just having a good time. And
I love I've seen the whole thing, and I love the top of it.
Yes, I
love the top of it.
It's when I'm done, I'm really, it's probably one, besides I love Fall on the Farm, which you haven't seen yet, but again, there's some fun ones coming out. But this one just, I love everything about it. I love history, and I wanted to find a way where it wasn't maybe a typical small that you just put out for a little bit. I thought it would be really fun to honor a family member or more than one family member. If you have the dates, geez.
Oh, yeah.
Stick them in.
Right.
But anyways, so yeah, I'm hoping by
cool.
April 26th to be done, framed, and I don't know what day it is now, but we are in February. And
we are on the 11th of February.
So I could do it. If I could be done in March, if I could just be done. Yeah. Market's the weekend. Let's be real. It seems like it's, but I'll keep stitching and then, yeah. So I'm having a good time. Of course, it's a lot of fun dyed floss on this. And for the first time for my red, I'm using, I left them at home.
What are you using?
Oh, geez. I'll share it next time because what I designed with is not what I pulled. But it's the first time I'm using this red, and I like it. It's like a red pepper, red.
Is it a DMC or is it a hand dyed?
It's a hand dyed.
Okay.
It's a week's hand dyed. Mountain Mist or something mist is the darker blue.
Okay.
And the red is I can't remember it now, but I really like the color of it. It's a lot like 3777 DMC.
Okay.
It's a lot like what Prairie Schooler uses in their reds.
I know that's it. Brenda's been using 22 DMC in her last couple of pieces.
Oh, yeah,
I have never used before.
That is a good red too.
And I like that red. I was kind of surprised.
It is. It's a nice red.
Yep. Okay.
What do we got now?
Well, let's see. We got whips. What about haul? Did we talk haul? Not yet.
Well, I did
your
my
haul.
haul connected to the thing. I have a few things.
I've got my haul.
Yeah. I was going to say, you went and didn't buy, and the fabrics.
Well, I've got a couple of things here. Okay. First thing I got was not at the beach retreat, but my friend Carol Watson, who used to own Always in Stitches. She bought it from Bev and Joanne down in South Florida. She sold the shop or closed the shop years ago, and she has been on D-Stash quite a bit.
Ooh.
And I kidded her because I've seen stuff that I've wanted, but I can never be there in time.
Yeah.
And I messaged her and I said, I don't know why I keep missing stuff. But anyway, this one she posted. It is a Just Nan Sirens of the Sea.
Ooh.
And it's a kit. And
beads.
Yeah, I think that's, I have a lot of Just Nan. I've stitched some Just Nan. And it's got some specialty stitches in it,
that's
which is cool.
That's kind of hard to see.
Yeah, it is kind of hard to see. I don't know if you can. Yeah. So while she's opening that, I'll show you a piece of fabric that I got from Barefoot Needle Arts.
I love that it's got the fabric.
Oh, there you go. You got it.
Yeah. I love that it's got the...
It's got the beads. It's got the accessory pack. It's got fabric.
It's almost like a shepherd's bush like we did.
Yes, it's a band sampler. It's a band sampler.
Because the mermaids down there are cute. They weren't showing up as good.
Yeah. So I'm kind of anxious to take a look at that, and I think it'll be cute.
It says, mermaids sing their siren songs, dancing through the waves and fly. Their ivory needles, stitching samplers in their caves. So it's two little mermaid stitchers, which is really cute.
Yeah, it's really cute.
And a whale up top.
And it's got fabric with it that is a Cashel linen, 28 count. And it's Sirens of the Sea.
So it was made for
Meadow Mist. Meadow Mist is the name of it. I don't know the maker of the fabric, but it's a very light green.
Yeah. Oh, that's gonna be pretty.
Yeah.
Real pretty.
And that was in it. And that was a deal because that fabric alone was quite a bit. So.
And beads and charms.
And beads and the accessory pack, everything.
Right,
so
good luck with me putting that back in. All right.
Don't worry about
fabric.
Okay. When I went Thursday night, Barefoot Needle Arts, I wanted to look at fabric because Amy, she has the best fabric, dyed fabric, and a lot of beachy colors right up my alley. And I found a piece of, and this is called Sea Mist. And it's a 32 count Lugana, and I got a fat quarter, and it's just a really pretty light blue. Wow. How well that shows. The colors don't always show well. It's just really pretty.
All right, we have to fix that.
I'll fix that later.
What is it called?
It's called Sea Mist.
And this is what Amy's doing.
And this is what Amy's doing. And they have a lot of beautiful, beautiful colored fabric. She's actually going to market this year with her fabric, but there won't be, it'll be whatever she's got.
Okay, so I feel like it's not showing up.
It's not.
It's a greeny blue,
yes,
or a more aqua,
yes,
blue, and it's not giving you what it. But it's very pretty. It's very, really pretty. Very, maybe better back here.
Maybe that's. Oh yeah, maybe a little bit better back there.
Yeah, that's really pretty.
And then
I'm going to have to run if I'm going to get any of their fabric.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but she does have some colors that she showed on her market release. I think there were several colors.
This really is a good sky color.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
I like that.
It's very pretty. And then when I was at the shop Thursday night, I picked up an Erica Michaels called, it's a Autumn Letting Go, and I didn't think I had it in my stash, and I checked and I did not. So I thought that was cute.
And we saw somebody who stitched
They did have a trunk show. She had an Erica Michaels trunk show, so we got to see all the models.
Okay. But I swear we just saw somebody stitch this and finish it.
Really?
Yeah. Didn't we?
I don't remember.
Okay. That's cute, though. And you could do the berry.
Oh, yeah. And then another one. Now, this was our gift for the retreat from Erica Michaels. And it's really cute. Friends and Stars. And she did have fabric that she had dyed for this piece that several of the girls finished the berry when I was there.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, Susan, you got a berry.
Susan that sat at our table had finished the berry. And, but the fabric was really pretty that she had. And unfortunately, by the time I got to it, there wasn't any of what I wanted left. But anyway, yeah, that was our gift.
That's really cute.
Yep. And I said the trunk show was really cool. And Amy was over there, and we were talking, and I heard her say something about 40 count even weave. And I said, I didn't really realize there was any 40 count even weave. She says, well, we have some at the shop. So I said, I might be interested in some 40 count even weave. So it's Verdell, which I guess is 40 count even weave, but it's from Black Cauldron.
Oh, okay.
It's from Black
They're from Orlando.
Are they?
Yes, that is what I told Jen before we were going. I said, we are not going to miss, and I forget who else I talked to. When we get there, I want to go to Black Cauldron, and somebody else, the same thing. We went there, and their fabrics are gone quick. They're actually out of Orlando.
That's what she said. She said they go quick.
And they have great Halloween fabrics. And when I saw their, our banners we hang, it was on a corner too. And the whole time I'm getting ready, I'm like, you know me and Halloween stuff. Their logo is a big black cauldron with green bubbles coming out, and it's called Black Cauldron dyed fabrics or something like that. And I was like, I'm getting there. And when I finally went there, they're just two ladies, and I'm like, well, where are y'all from? They're like, Orlando. I'm like, wow, what? So
yeah, well, Amy said that she had a hard time getting it, and this was the only piece she had left. And actually, Diane and I split a fat quarter, so we figured since it's 40 count, whatever we're going to do,
it's a pretty,
it's a spearmint
type light green. Yeah,
you're not going to get the color probably, but it is. It's a spearmint would be a good,
really pretty.
Yeah,
yeah. Black Cauldron is. I'm going there. I'm going to get there.
Maybe I should give you a list.
They had some cool colors.
Yeah.
They had a primitive gold. I remember they had a primitive gold. I'm like, I'm going to be back for this. Yeah, it was gone. You can't say that at market.
So that's really all of my. I did all my haul, which isn't a tremendous amount. That was good.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I only have that quarter shop sent some things, and so I thought I would show those. I probably didn't bring everything, but yeah, I guess I did. I think I grabbed it all, even the quilty stuff. But anyways, this is January Snowman in a jar. It's in a ball canning jar, and that one is it says it's the monthly cross stitch series for shelf life, and that's
the series
produced by It's So Emma. So that's January Snowman. And then I've been collecting these little stitch cards. Now this is a winter themed one, but I've been trying to keep these just for the sake that one day I would like to do a sewing themed little tree, not a big tree, but I would love to do some of it. So anyways, this would be cute on your winter tree.
Yeah, true.
Because they're perfect. They're 2.5 by 2.5.
Yeah, they're easy.
That would be fun. Then Jolly Snowman.
Oh, he's cute.
I guess these are your vintage snowman, and that's by It's So Emma. This is a series. This is finally the 12th of 12 of their Chicken Club series.
And that has Chris Leedy's name all over it.
Oh gosh, and she has them. And she's done the quilt. This is Henrietta. Her quilt is phenomenal on this. All right, this is by Lori Holt, and this is Hometown Neighborhood Tea House. There you go. So that's Lori Holt. And there's a little cup of tea up on the top of the house.
Yep.
Let's see. And then this is their mini signs. They have long signs and mini signs, and this is obviously for Valentine's. And then this one, I'll have to show Chris this, but this, to me, this is a really pretty, this is by Kim Deal. Pretty quilt pattern, flirty quilt. I think my eyes would probably not be able to do that very well, but it's so pretty. I like this one a lot. Sundrops and Starflowers. That would be more my speed with the greens and the primitive colors.
Yep, that looks
really, really pretty. That's designed by Kim Deal. Both of those are. Then this is the bigger one for their Simply signs. This is the bigger sign, I believe. For Fa La La. And then this is the December stackables.
Oh, cute.
There we go. So, anyway, so I got that in the mail, and that was it. What's y'all plan?
Plans. Oh, I did want to show this because I need a new start now for Sunday with thy needle. Sunday, what are we calling it?
Yes,
Sunday with thy needle.
Yes, and let's be clear. Saturday Prairie Schooler.
Yes,
I haven't done. We are on, so I want to get back to. I had finished last word. I had finished Reindeer Roundup, so I'm ready to figure out which direction I'm going in. I don't know that I want to start something big right now.
Yeah.
With everything, but I am ready with the Christmas Village to go. But I don't think I want to give that a start. But I have to figure out what I want to do.
I did work on that a little.
Okay.
Not a lot. I was in the mood to finish that snowman.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm still going to Prairie School or Saturday is still there.
So a couple people I haven't done it, and I know Tina's working on the alphabet.
Oh,
so
yeah.
she's got 2 blocks
She's got 2
so
blocks
it's
done.
it's still going. Don't keep on going. You shared some beautiful finishes. I'll get a new one for Saturday.
Actually, in watching Jessica Sweetwater Stitcher, her with thy needle, her whips I guess they are all whips. Yes, her with thy needle, last one that she did. She showed Saltbox Quilt Sampler, and I've showed it before that it was going to be one of my starts. So she showed it again, and then after I watched Tara with all of her with thy needle stuff, I thought, okay, this is it.
Yeah, this is it. It's time.
It's time. So what I did is I had bought fabric for it, but I wasn't really keen on the fabric. And then I decided what I wanted to do. These are all the colors.
Okay.
And I'm going to do it on 25 count over 1 so that it will fit on this cigar box.
Is this sage or mushroom?
That is Vintage Country Mocha.
This?
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh.
Did I pull the wrong fabric?
That is not Vintage Country Mocha.
Look on the end. Yes, it is.
Oh, it is. It's just the back side.
It's the back side.
25 count Vintage Country Mocha.
It is Vintage Country Mocha.
Okay.
And I think I am going to do it on the back side.
I like that better.
Yeah.
Yes. I was going to say it's perfect.
I threw the colors
But for a second there, I was thinking.
I know. Okay. And you could tell it's been cut on since I used it. But I measured it out, and it will fit on this box. Now, I don't know yet if I'm going to do it on the top or on the inside top.
Yeah.
But it will fit with 25/1.
Oh, look.
I know.
Yeah. It smells so nice.
Uh-huh. So we'll see. I'll get it stitched, and but I measured it out, and it'll fit perfect.
See, I like it open like this.
I know, because you can put stuff in.
I've done it, but I mean.
But I can't imagine.
Only if you have a place where you can really display it nice enough. So I'm thinking it might have to go in. What about in your curio cabinet? Yeah, no cats.
Oh, yeah.
Because they'd be like,
oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm wondering about maybe in your curio.
Yeah, I could.
Something pretty.
Yeah, where all my little Longburgers are, yeah. Yeah,
because how pretty would that be?
Yeah.
Are you going to paint this box?
Yes, I'm sure. I'm sure.
I like exactly how she got it all displayed. So you're going to be on the hunt for vintage pin cushions.
Yeah, and
pin
and your tomato that you brought me, is going to go.
But I think she tea-dyed that. I'm going to guess that is not white. The sampler card, and I had one from Stitch Folk.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it is. That is a little beige. That might work
if I kind of cut it.
I feel like it needs. That's too bright.
Yeah.
I feel like you might need to just take like a cotton ball with some left tea or coffee and just let it dry. Yeah, not too wet, but you need to take a picture like that. That's so cute for you to start.
Cute. Yeah. So that'll be next Sunday. That'll be next Sunday.
Next Sundays.
It'll be started.
But we both have to pick a new prairie schooler for Saturday.
Well, I'm going to continue working on Ginger's.
Christmas Village. Okay.
Yeah, Christmas Village.
I just need a small one to get me through then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I got plenty if you want.
I'm sure you do. Yes, you do. All right.
Let's see. What's coming up? You market. Market.
Yes.
You're going to be busy. I'm going to be busy.
You are busy and have been busy.
I do all of the pre-orders for Brick City on our Facebook group. So Jean we'll be wrapping that up soon. We've got some designers that need their stuff back pretty quickly. We've got some Canadian designers that have to ship their stuff to market.
Some have already cut off.
Some we've already cut off.
Now, I talked to Annie, the proper stitcher, and this is her first year at market. I believe she might be recording her FlossTube today.
I think I saw that.
To share her full reveals. And they're just, I love them. I
haven't seen them yet, so I'm anxious to see them.
Yeah. I have one. I'm just got to get my little greedy hands on it. So cute. But.
Yeah, so market, and then in a couple weeks, actually in 2 weeks, I have the girls, Teresa and Michelle, put on Sit and Stitch Ocala. And that's going to be it's on the 24th of this month, and it's full. It filled up within hours.
That's great.
It's great. And Michelle's going to be looking for a bigger venue, I think.
I'm going to put this on here, and then we'll see what people think. I think whenever I come up here and I go my way, that hotel that's right across from Cracker Barrel, not across, but like just other side of the road, Spring Tree something?
Yes,
Spring Tree
Hill
something. It's right across. I think we need to do a pajama party. I think we need to do a one day, spend the night, pajama party. We all walk over to Cracker Barrel. Who doesn't love Cracker Barrel? You can go there breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Oh, yeah.
And shop. Oh, yeah. And then people could go to Brick City, and we could find out what a room is there. I'm just saying, everything's right there.
I know, that's true.
And I want to do a pajama party. I want to do a girls, like the sleepover.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Just...
Yeah. All right, throwing it out there.
I'm just throwing it out there. I want to wear my pajamas, not to Cracker Barrel. But, I mean, it doesn't have to be an all a 3-day retreat.
No.
I say we just all get there Saturday.
Yeah.
We got all day. You could go to breakfast first. We could do registration at like 9 or 10. And then everybody's got all day to sit, stitch, and then we all Cracker Barrel it out. I mean, there's
That's
more
true.
stuff around.
Oh,
People
yeah,
can
there's a
go
lot
where
of
they
stuff
want.
around.
There's a
That's
lot
all
by
of
you.
the
A
restaurants are
lot.
there, yeah.
I mean, literally mixed. But I mean, for staying there, you could walk to the Cracker Barrel. You could almost, if you were brave enough, you could cross that one road and go to McDonald's. You could cross.
Going across 200.
You may not come back.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think we should just randomly, and even if it's just locals, but if not,
that would be fun.
That'd be fun.
That would be fun.
Just no huge thing. No pressure. Just pajamas.
Okay, now the little brain is going to be going, okay.
I want to go to that hotel. I want to walk. I want to do that exact thing. New pajamas.
Okay.
Yeah, and we'll do it. And everybody can bring a snack. And then we'll just have, because what would a pajama party have? Snacks.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, we're not going to do pizza, but if I were a kid, it would have been pizza from the parents. But we'll go to Cracker Barrel.
Sure.
And we'll have fun.
And then there's a coffee. There's a Dunkin' Donuts right next door, too.
That we could still walk to.
Yeah.
So then we walk after dinner, we get our coffee, and then we come back to the hotel. I think it's good. I do. That's what we're going to do. So let us know if anyone's interested in something like that. That would give us a number. And then your job is to call Springtree.
Okay.
And just see if they have conference rooms. Sure. Yeah. If they don't have conference rooms, then we really couldn't do it there.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But I would think so.
Yeah.
So, I think that'd be so fun.
All right.
Okay. We'll find out what the cost is for the room.
Yeah.
Make sure what kind of chairs they have. And then we'll just ask them if they could just provide water or something.
Sure. Yeah.
And then we just, if we're going to a pajama party, we all bring a snack. It could be a healthy snack. Oh, yeah. It can be bad. We're good with both. And if not, Cracker Barrel has snacks. I know this.
Oh my gosh.
I was so sad when we went to StitchCon. When we went to StitchCon, I remember last year, and we were with Jen, and we were riding in different cars, and we were going over. They had changed the midnight stitching thing, and it was at a different hotel than it usually is. And but there was a Cracker Barrel attached. And so I don't remember, was it me and Jen? I think we were going to go get everybody a candy bar at Cracker Barrel for over there. And we went, and it was like 10 o'clock or something. They were closed. Yeah. And we're like looking at the candy in the window, like, it's like, oh man. So okay. I just think it should be a pajama party.
Yeah.
What if we did something even in, well, we should just stop talking about this here. But I mean, we could even do like an October. It could be fun.
Oh yeah.
Like that.
We need to look at our calendar. I think October might be open.
I think so. Okay.
Well, anyway.
Let us know how your October is. Let us know if you could make it to Ocala, Florida, and then we'll start researching a women's pajama party retreat. I mean, we can still wear a bra. Just... But I want to wear pajamas.
She's already got her pajamas picked out for market.
Oh, I do. They're packed. Yeah. They're packed. Yes. Okay. All right, guys. We wish you a very good next couple of weeks. I think that's right before I go. So I think you should do a FlossTube on your own.
She don't know about that.
She can do it, can't she? She can handle it. But either way, if you do see one, it'll be her. So we'll get her stitching. And she can report back from market. But, you might be too busy, too. What am I talking about?
Yeah, it'll be a little crazy, but it'll all be good.
Okay. Well, in the meantime, you guys have a great time. Stitch what you love.
Stitch what you love.
If you get a chance, if you could watch my market release video, that would be great. And thank you for all your likes and subscribes and all of those things.
And there is a special release that says Stitch What You Love.
There is.
There is.
Yes, there is.
Yeah.
And Teresa Kogut said she liked it.
I saw that. Yeah. I did see it.
Yeah. So anyways, okay. I guess that's it.
That's it.
All right. We'll catch y'all later. Don't forget to floss.
Don't forget to floss. Bye.